Good morning. Good morning, traders. Morning. Before we get started here, the information we discuss in this video is opinion and should not be construed as advice in any way. I see the guys are up there. A warm welcome. It is 31 minutes after 9. Have some of the economic calendar items there that will be pushed through tomorrow. You can see there we got New Zealand coming out there with some their rate statement and so forth. We also have the official cash rate. We have the unemployment on CAD coming out there. So we're gonna. All right. There we go. It should be okay now. All right. It should be okay now. Let me know. Let me know. And now. I think it should be okay now. It should be okay now. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. It should be okay now. And now. It should be okay. It should be good. All right. There we go. Beautiful. All right, guys. I don't know. It's like the Mondays is Tandy. Oh my word! It's like it's like the morning ones. Oh, good morning, guys. Good morning. I came in guns blazing here. I wish I had the assistance of what I needed at that moment, but nonetheless, we are here. We're happy to be here, guys. Happy to be here with you. I mentioned there, cold morning. 7th of July. Once again, guys, we're already 7 days into the new month. Don't forget that. We're pushing. Tandy, I agree with you, darling. It's too cold. The system freezes. Yes, we're going to go by that. And as it oils up during the day, gets nice and warm, then we obviously shine, yeah? But guys, welcome here. Brett, I see you. John, I see you. Pete, I see you. Keenan, Tanya, Petunia, I see all of you guys. Welcome, guys, to our morning not opening bell, but trading room. That's a bit of a nice habit that we need to get out here. We're so used to doing the opening bell. We've obviously removed it now. We are doing the full trading room every morning. We want to catch a bit of the London session there. Rick, I see you there. Good morning. And we want to make sure that we catch and see what's happening in the London. And then obviously midday, just when the Tokyo ends, we want to see what happens there. And then obviously 3 o'clock, just before US Open. And then we finish off 6 o'clock there All right, so it's really a full course meal. All right, Barticle loves this. Will I see you there? Good morning. All right, so are you guys ready to go? Guys, give a brother some likes there. Put it in the chat facility. I don't know. Apparently, that does something to the algorithm. So I just ask it directly. I don't. I just ask it directly. Give a brother some love there. Let's see how it goes. Tabatso, I see you there. Good morning. Tanya's ready. All right, so guys, we had a couple of developments in the span of a couple of hours. We chatted about the NAS 100 and so forth. I'm already on the Euro USD, as you can see there. And, it moved in the directions that we had anticipated. I got into a trade, into two trades, I believe. I was in NAS as well, but I'm going to go through that and I'll be sharing some fundamentals. All right, I'm just waiting to see where's the guys. Tanya is ready. Pete, I see your love there. Where's the rest of the guys? Brett, where's the love? Rick, where's the love? John, where's the love? I want to see it. Petunia, I'm waiting to see where that love is, And then to all the guys joining for the first time that might even come through later on and watch it back. Guys, you can please make sure that you get to our links. It's in the chat facility there under the comments. To register and open that account with us, www.tdmarkets.com is another avenue for you to go to. Go to our website. It's there. And you can obviously get in with the most trusted broker. And I'm not even being specific. I'm generalizing it, okay? Brett. Really? Isabel, thank you very much. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's start off with the NAS here, guys. All right, so guys, I got in by the NAS. I did. All right, I got in with the NAS. And look what happened. And I got out. All right, I said to myself, I told you guys yesterday, we're trading this area here. I would have traded the NASDAQ up to 30,103 points. It rejected, came down, broke this low here. That's the reason why I got out. It broke this low over here. That's why I got out. So I am leaving it now for now. All right. And I'm going to give you some fundamentals on that as well. All right, guys. I think what's very important here is for us to understand that it's not always about the technical move. It's what happens, during, the early hours of the morning and so forth. And I think that's a very important thing for us to note. All right. I'm going to give you some information on that so that you understand why it's important. All right. So check this out. Let's maybe start with Wall Street here this morning, and then we're going to take it from there. All right, Brett, I see you there, my friend. Isabel, I see you there. Beautiful. All right, so check this out, my good people. So Wall Street, U.S. stocks futures slightly lower. We saw the rally yesterday, guys, and we know why. At 6 o'clock when we came on, we all saw the rally. That was due to AI. We saw SanDisk, we saw NVIDIA, we saw Micron, all the chip makers there. They were the reason why we got the surge in the movement. A few hours later, all right, futures are slightly lower after those strong gains. Monday's winners included Tesla, AMD, Meta, Broadcom, and Western Digital. Now, fortunately, you can trade them with us here at TD. That's the brilliant thing. You can trade them as single stocks. But the Dow Jones closed above the 53,000 for the first time, showing a lot of continued strength in the US. All right. The NAS is a little bit down for now. So are we saying the rally is done? No, but I've expanded my borders. So I'm not going to be trading this price to here anymore. Because of this rejection here, I'm now looking to go further up. I'm looking to go further up if price gives the signal. Okay? I got out. I told you guys yesterday, what is the current flow of the NAS? You go to the weekly and you can see the current flow is actually started to come down in this channel. So that buy was against the flow, the current flow. Please make a note if you've not. The current flow is very important, all right? The current flow. So yes, Pete, you're not wrong for that because even, closing above that specific area tells us that there is still strength there, all right? And the numbers were good yesterday, but I said to you guys that if you're going to be trading these specific indices short term, anything short term is always risky. It's always going to be risky. So if you were to stay in this, all right, if you were to stay in the NAS short term and it still pushes down, you can blow your account. So why did Ash get out? Because I'm trying to, in real time, show you how to make decisions. If you have a $50 account, why would you stay in NAS now? If you have a $100 account and you put the wrong lot size in, why would you stay in NAS? It broke 1, 2, 3 support areas. Why would you stay in NAS 100? Are we together there, guys? You see, we're doing this in real time. It broke through 3 support areas. That means the supports didn't hold. So why do you stay in? You can't stay in. You got to wait for price now to move above those support areas again. 1, 2, 3. We need price to move above them and hold above them. So how would we know they hold above them? When price, if it comes back up again and then breaks that area there, that's our first sign. If there's a correction and it keeps on bouncing like this, it's holding to go back up again. Right now, price at this point can go all the way down till there. You can blow your account. Please, guys, listen to what this man is telling you here. All right? You can blow your account. It's broken through 3 levels of support. This is a higher low. Those are higher lows. How do I know they are higher lows? Because they're coming from that support. So it keeps on getting higher and higher and higher. And this broke through, creating a low. So this entire structure was broken. Why would I stay in there? Is everybody clear there? Let me pause there for a couple of seconds. Make sure you guys are tracking with us. The rally is there. There's support there. We'll look at that US 30 as well. But it does not mean that we're going to push up to, well, now, this morning, or even at midday. That's a very, very important point. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for price. We're going to wait for price to push up, above these supports. All right. And then we're going to wait for price to surge a little bit further. And then we're going to see if these areas hold. Because if it comes up till there and it breaks down again, then we know. Listen, we are not going to take this trade. All right. I see the guys are responding. Beautiful, guys. Yes, this also went in, but I put a stop. Yes, exactly. I went in. Stop loss was hit. It pushed through those supports. So, guys, here we are showing profits. We are also showing losses. We are not here to give you a fantasy story. All right. That's what happens in trading. There is both sides of the coin. It's not just one. All right. Make sure that you don't see the negative side, too much. All right, that's the skill level. So the skill helps you do that. So NASDAQ, we're going to leave it like that for now. There's still a lot of potential. We just needed to do a little bit more work for us. So we leave it right there, okay? Let's now go to gold. And look what gold has done here. Brett, look at this, my friend. So gold slipped slightly, still holding most of last week's gains. Obviously, it continues to benefit from the lower expectations of that US rate hike, the weaker dollar. Traders are waiting for the Fed minutes before making bigger moves. Listen to what Ash is saying to you. They're waiting for the Fed minutes, which is tomorrow. The Fed minutes is tomorrow. All right? The nemesis, the nemesis, all right? All right? So they're waiting for the Fed minutes, which means, although we have a beautiful break here, even on a 2-hour, and there is another candle that is closed beneath, we have a split decision here. All right, we have a split decision. If you go to the hourly, the same thing is happening there. If you go to the 4-hour, you can see that that candle there has closed beneath. It's broken that area there. If you go to the 3-hour, you can see it's also broken there. So the 2-hour is telling us that after it broke, for the last 2 hours, price did not push above. Now, what this means is this is a signal that price is below. Now, what can happen is price can retrace again. Even although it gave us the signal, price can do this. So if you sell and you place a stop loss here, you're still at the risk of price hitting, because price moves in what? stages. It does not just go down. Look at this. It comes down and it went up. It came down again and it could go up. And look at the count of candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets a support and then goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Support and it could possibly go up. So your stop loss, could be somewhere here, somewhere there. It could be maybe just above that specific high over there. But what we're targeting, if we're going to choose to go in here, is at 4026. But guys, we are at a split decisions here, all right? I'm seeing you say that big divergence on 15-minute. Let's see. Big divergence. If there's any divergence there. Hold on. I'm going to take this one off. Hold on. Let's see the divergence here. Guys, you can use specific indicators to show you divergence. You don't have to do it by yourself only, all right? Myself and T, we are big advocates of using tools. Use them, all right? So there is divergence on the minute frames. Yes, look at that. So hence I said to you, there could be a correction coming. So if you put a stop loss here, that's very close. Now, given the nature of commodities, what do? They come down. I explained it to you. They come down, they create a low, a little bit of a high, then they go down again, and then they come and they break that. Then they go further up, and then they tank afterwards. Are you together? That's what it did here. Look, it went low, high, then it breaks through that previous area, and then boom, it tanks. Do you guys see that? I'm going to say it again. We come down, create that lower high. We go further down. Many guys would have done what? Sold there, put their stop loss there. What happens? It goes down further, then comes up, took those guys out, obviously, and then boom, went down. You guys see that? So the same can happen here. So we go. So now you put your sell order, stop loss here, or even stop loss there. Price goes up, take some guys out, down again, up. All right. And then like this, and then boom, up, takes it, and then comes down. Do you see that, guys? So if you're going to be taking this trade now, if you're going to be taking the trade, understand, guys, stop losses a little bit wider becomes something that you need to consider. It doesn't mean that you need to take it. Remember, guys, this is opinion. Don't construe it as advice. I'm mentioning how price moves to you. It's so important. So if we're going to take this, we're taking it based on the nature of how it moves within structure, 1. And 2, I just mentioned to you, what are they waiting for? They're waiting for the Fed minutes. I spoke to you guys about diversification yesterday. I said to you that what fundamentals can do is it can mess up your entire setup. All right. The great thing that we have about the gold price is that the flow right now is where? To the downside. There's a lot of divergence here. Are you guys with me here? I'll pause there quickly because I told you guys, Ash is taking his time here with every session. I'm not rushing into too much. I'm taking my time so that in the next couple of hours, you'll know exactly still what to do with gold. Okay? Let's just pause there. A couple of seconds. All right. So I'm going to take the trade. Okay, I'm going to take the trade. I'm going to action here because I like what the signal has given me, knowing that price could possibly retrace. I want to do this in real time so you can see. All right, I want to do this in real time. We could get a correction up here. Price is currently at 4128. I can take the trade either in an execution, market execution, or I can go to a lower time frame. All right, and I can do a sell limit. And the sell limit I'm going to do, I'll do it at 61 right there. So there at 61, a sell limit, so that if price does what it normally does, it can trigger me in there. Are you with me? So I have a sell limit there. Everybody with me? I have a sell limit there because of the nature of price. Then there's the other thing. This is where it becomes interesting because now some guys will do a sell stop. Sell stop can be below here, but here's the challenge. If you put a sell stop here, price can trigger your sell stop, all right, because it happened here. Low, made another one, and another one. So price can do this. It can go past trigger, then it can come up, go down again, and then you're in profits. We're expecting it to come down to here, possibly, right? So it can go 1, trigger, up, 2, and then it goes up again. You see, because that's how it works. That's how it works. That's how the nature. Even if it goes up until here and comes down, it's still a lower high. That's still a lower high. You see that? That's a lower high. So price can go 1, 2, and then push up, break, right there. Stop. Then come down, lower high. So this is why you need to ask yourself, if I go in right now at market execution and price pushes down, you got to have goals for yourself. All right. If price comes down, example till there, that support, you have to ask yourself, do I get out now or not? That's a very, very important, all right? Yeah, John, I hear you, my friend. I hear you on that one. Yeah, so try looking at, listen, a different way, you know, because obviously that's the account type and so forth, all right, that you're choosing. I hear you on that. Brett, I see I use a sell stop too often. So are you moving away from that, Brett? You can let me know that, my friend. Are you moving away from that? Okay. So guys, I can go in now, but I'm gonna have to ride this out then, okay? Because if I execute it at this level here, I'm well aware that price can do that. You are well aware because I'm letting you know now. That is what could possibly happen. I mean, look at the NAS. Look at the NAS. The NAS breaks 3 supports, creates an anchor there, all right? And literally goes beneath the previous one, which is telling us that there was a lot of pressure to the downside. That is not a good look, all right? That is not nice. So we first needed to clear those lows again, all right? And push above this high, this previous high, and just extend a little bit further, and then that becomes attractive. Now, the gold here has given us the low. It's broken through these support areas here, and we can see that it has pushed from that high. There's divergence for minute frames to start pushing up, but we can use this now to our advantage, because if I do execute here now, all right, there's the other side of the coin that even although I know there's a risk that price can do this and then go like this and then push again, we're still in a very centered position. So even if it goes up till there, all right, there are still areas where break even becomes a reality. If I got in here, if I get in there and price does that, that's a bit of a challenge. You see that? If the price comes till here and I only execute at that level, and then from there, price starts making its way up, that is a very, very far distance, all right, from there to there. Let's see how many pips that is actually. 500. Oh my word, it's pretty. So if we are going to be looking at it short term, this is the type of risks that we take, guys. Remember, we are trading this white block here. That's it. We're only trading the white block. All right. So I've executed the trade, and I'll be watching this area very closely. That high. Remember, you guys are with me the entire day. All right. So you now know Ash is watching that high. If price is doing this and it's in between there, I couldn't care. All right. So I'm already in. I've got one trade in here on gold. I couldn't give a rip if price goes up till there. It goes up a little. My thing is, if it pushes above that high, that's a different story. But I'm in on gold, and I'm going to check what is happening here. Yes, this is the 15-minute. Yes, 15-minute. And we have these areas that we are anticipating gold to go to. All right. Now, what's important for us to understand about the dollar here this morning, guys? Remember, we have the FOMC coming out tomorrow. So traders are obviously waiting for the Federal Reserve meeting minutes. That gives a bit of clues about the interest rates, the future decisions. That recent U.S. jobs data show the labor market is obviously slowing down. it reduces the chance of another interest rate hike, and the markets are obviously seeing that 50% hike now in September. Because of this, the dollar is under pressure. Are we together, guys? It's under pressure, which means gold should be pushing up. It should be pushing up. The 10-year US Treasury yield is obviously holding at that 4.48%. Investors are waiting for the information. So the dollar is under pressure at this point in time. All right. When the hike comes, that is dollar strength. Is everybody clear there? The hike comes, but I mean, that's a couple of months away. That's dollar strength. So we are trading a pressurized dollar right now. You guys with me there? We are trading a dollar under pressure. Know your risks. Know your risks. Now, the technicals is giving us the setup. I mean, I'm already in profits here. Is there anyone that agreed with this, that felt, listen, Ash, I see it, I agree, I analyzed it, I like it? Is there anyone on the call here this morning? Remember, guys, I can't tell you to trade. I can't say sell or buy here. But is there anyone that agreed with it and they also went in independently? Okay, John, I see you there, my friend. Brilliant. Tanya agreed there as well. So we are in a bit of profits now. Guys, remember, low price can reject, go up. So Ash is well aware of that specific thing. It happened here. We came down and it rejected, went back up. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with right now. Okay. Now, from where my sell is to this area here, that becomes a possible exit, because there is a chance that price can reject at that specific zone over there. Be very, very careful on that one over there. All right, I see it. John profits good. Keenan profits good. Brett agree. Okay. I can understand that. All right. What you want to do is, there's many guys that does do this. They go for a lower contract size, account, 10,000 contract size, or they do the 1,000 contract size. Your margins that you are going to be paying there is less in terms of deposit. And also what's going to be very important there is that your profits will also be reduced because you're using a lower contract size there. All right. Now, guys, if you win profits, and let's say you've made your $100, have a goal. Don't come into the trading room and say, listen, we are going to make sure that we trade it till there. If you've made $150 now, you've made money. Are you with me there, guys? Let me pause there and quickly make sure you guys get, if you made at this right now in the span of a couple of minutes, $100, $200, $300, there is nothing wrong with taking your money. You were successful in this trade. Is everybody clear on that, guys? You were successful. There's nothing wrong with that. So please don't let, you only on $5 or $10 and now you want to wait for it. Guys, if you've made some cash in the span of 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and it's more than $50 or more than, guys, you've had a successful one now for London. It's okay. Wait for midday. Take your cash. Improve your equity curve. I said that to you guys yesterday. Improve your equity curve. All right? Don't always look at the amount of money you make. You want consistency. All right. So let's wait on this one. If you are okay with your profits, good. If you can withdraw 1,600 right now in the space of 2 minutes, come on, man. That's feeding family for the next couple of days. Let's be honest. All right. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Ash, I am well aware of the risk here. I am not going to panic as long as price stays within the orbit here. I'm okay. All right. Let's quickly just check on NAS again. Then I'm going to move over now. Look at NAS there. See why I got out. Look at that. It looks like the dominant movement here is winning, guys. And so I share another thing with you guys this morning. The maturity of your trading journey encompasses difficult decisions, because I would have loved for NAS to go up. It doesn't even look far away. Excuse me, it looks doable. Look at that. It's got all of the criteria. It even had fundamentals to back it up, but it just never did it. It just never went, and you got to part ways. All right. So if I went on the NAS, if I was to go on a sell instead of waiting for a buy, what could be the risk? So the risk at this point in time is that price in this short-term space here has not really decided what it wants to do. It gave us all the makings of movement to the upside, all right, Tabatso? Are we together? Gave us all the makings of price going to the upside. Then just out of the blue, price comes down and breaks all of the gains of yesterday. Are we together there? Do you see that? It had good gains yesterday. It comes out, breaks it. So that low that has broken all of yesterday's gains, it's literally taken it all out. Okay? The risk is that short term, it's really, really uncertain at this point in time. Now, this breaking, this force that has come in here is aligning with the higher time frames here. Are you with me? Tabatso? It is aligning with the force of the higher time frames, that there is a correction into this channel that is actually taking place. You see that? So the risk you're taking, all right, might be a little bit less if you look at it with this chart. But on the short term, we first needed to actually break this entire structure then. If it breaks that entire structure, your risk becomes reduced. Are you with me there? Tabatso, I hope you got it there, my friend. All right? Your risk reduces if price breaks the short-term uncertainty. Because short-term, it can do anything. That's the risk. All right? Short-term, it can do anything. So if it breaks these lows, the risk reduces because now you are in the current of pushing down. All right. All right, guys. So that's the NAS. There's the gold. We're waiting. You can see there. It's still in that funk. Let's get to the Euro USD. All right. So we are at a very interesting place here. I'm watching this like a hawk. All right. I'm watching this like a hawk. At this point in time, I'm not bothered. Price did break above my areas as I wanted, the second strike zone. Can you guys see that? It broke above it. Then a price came down. So I got in this morning, actually. All right, a little bit later, which is actually great because I got in at a cheaper area of a buy. I didn't get in at that high there. So it went up. I'm seeing the divergence happen here, but I am working on the 2-hour divergence here. Do you guys see that? So this short term here, I am now expanding my reach. I'm no longer going to TP here. I'm now looking to TP much further to the upside. Now, why would I do that? Why would I do that? And why do I make the decision to expand my exit? Because if price from this area went up and completed the move, it would have been done. But for the mere fact that it rejected and did not push up, it's telling me that the support that could form here now is contracting in such a way that when it pushes up to extend the impulse. High correction, high correction. So the next impulse should be higher. Does that make sense there, guys? Hope that is making sense there. Excuse me. Tabatso, I see it there, my friend. All right. So this one over here, this is a waiting game for me. All right. This still has all the makings of beautiful movement to the upside. A lot of divergence still here. Right now, it's created the higher lows. It's created the higher high. This is a correction from that high. This that you see here is a correction from that high. So I'm waiting for price to finish off. What I will say to you guys is this. So I'm anticipating price to push up, obviously up, roughly around here. All right, 1.16, roughly around there. All right. Now, what's important for me, that's the stop loss is too tight. All right, just so you know. So this white block is my safe zone because I'm looking at this on a 2-hour frame. All right, this white block is my safe zone. I already got in. So if price is to break out of the safe zone, all right, then there's a higher probability that the higher time frames is showing us a bit of flames over here. Right now, we've created a lot of movement to the upside. So we're actually trading this correction here. And I'm looking at it on a 2-hour frame. So I'm staying in here. The same thing with AUD USD. The same thing with AUD USD. I'm also looking at a 2-hour frame. I'm still anticipating price to push to the upside over here. From an Australian perspective, traders, what's important here, it did fall for the second day, or shares. Investors are waiting for China's inflation data. You know, China is Australia's biggest trading partner. A lot of the Australia's job market is showing signs of slowing due to those high interest rates. There's a cooling housing market there. There's a lot of global uncertainty. But what's very important about this, guys, that I have to mention to you is that look at the currency and the stock market of an economy. When the currency pushes to the upside, the stock markets come down of that specific country. All right. When the stock markets do the opposite, the currency does the opposite. So if the stock market is coming down in Australia, all right, then the currency has the tendency to go the other way. Please make a note of that if you've not made a note of that before. So that's why I am still here. I also have my safe zone. There's my safe zone. I am still in longs here. I'm in a buy. I got in. It went and pushed above. Particle. Look at this, Brett. Beautiful candles to the upside. Look at that. Beautiful candles. All right. Look at the red one here. Most of it is on the top, a little bit at the bottom. So I'm only seeing this as a correction. This white block is my safe zone. And guys, in the next couple of days, Ash will be chatting a lot about the safe zones. Why do I have a safe zone? Because that helps me mitigate my risk. Mr. Mercury, that helps me mitigate my risk. So that if price moves away from my safe zone, when I say away, it's either going to move away from my safe zone in favor of me, or it's going to move away from my safe zone that is not good for me. So that's why I put that safe zone in there. Are we together? That is you strategically putting things in place to reduce your risk of blowing your trading balance. Are we together? You can have a stop loss as a safety measure, but you can design your own as well. Is everybody clear? So if you are trading higher time frames, a safe zone is a powerful area. A safe zone is a powerful area when you're trading your medium-term time frames, your hourlies. If you're trading minute frames, your safe zones are very close together, which means there's less space. Less space, there's not much for you to do with that. That's why I'm very comfortable as I'm trading throughout the day, because I just open my chart, I look for my safe zone, and if price is still there, I am not bothered. I'm not bothered whatsoever, because I know for as long as it's in the safe space, I'm still in the game. It's when it moves away from my safe zone, I need to start watching that. So Euro USD, AUD USD are both in my safe zones. So I'm not worried about that at all. And you guys are going to hear me chat about that. You're going to see me do that with you. And obviously, once we have our other two phases of the academy up and running, which you guys will get emails with, and there will be topic discussions via Zoom that you are able to come in and learn more about this safe zone. I'll be doing some topics on that, but that would definitely be for the guys that complete our competency assignments. Don't worry, you guys will get to that. We will make sure we update you guys, and in the trading rooms, we will announce when that does happen. We got 4 trading rooms with you guys each day, so we will announce that in the trading rooms, all right? And that's going to be important, all right? John, maybe just give me some more context there, my friend, when you say less space, more risk. Just give me, maybe I'm not catching it, as quick as you, or as what I would like to. Maybe just give me more context on what that means, all right? So Euro USD, AUD USD, I'm waiting. Let's go to the oil. Now check the oil. Now here is an important thing, and I'm going to give you this. You can trade in the safe space as well, which is that area. You can trade in that safe space, in the safe zone, if you'd like. Now, if it moves away from the safe zone, you need to find the next area it goes to, which is there. So you have a choice right now. Price has finally made a decision. It's come out. But here's the challenge with the oil price. Look at these candles. Look at the language. We've just broken out of consolidation. Beautiful break on this candle. But look where and how it broke. So much effort and still rejected. Do you see that? So if I go to a 6-hour or 8-hour, now you have to start looking at the much higher candles to give you far more movement. What does oil really move on? It moves on big candles. Do you see that? Big candles. When you see large candles in oil, that is seamless. It is so easy. While it looks easy after it's broken, it tends to follow that flow. Here we're not seeing a lot of the big candles. Even if I go to a 6-hour, you see that? There's nothing that's standing out. The 4-hour, look at that. So those big candles might only come up here in the safe zone. Then we can wait for a movement to the upside. Guys, what we're sharing here is things that's going to help you. All right. So hold on for me. There we go. So this safe zone where oil is in now, you can trade the safe zone. There's nothing wrong with that. But obviously, this is where it becomes the beaut, is when price comes out of the safe zone and now starts going into, I'll call it the wilderness here. Goes out into the wilderness. It comes out into the it comes out of the comfort zone and into the jungle. And that is what you need to start watching here. All right, so Euro USD is still in the comfort. Look at that. AUD USD is still in a lot of comfort. We saw that the gold price, we're still in, look at that. We are trading the safe zone here. That's what we're basically trading here. Do you see that? So the reason why I'm going to be watching this one is because that is the last high in the safe zone before it gets there. Once it gets to that area, anything can happen. So if I hold the trade in at this area, my risk exponentially increases. Because if the next candle closes above there on an hour, and all of a sudden the gold starts surging to the upside, I could have gotten out here and waited to see what happens here. I could have done that, but I did not, because what makes people hold on? What makes people hold on? Number one, greed. Number two, they just feel it's going to do something. Let's be very careful here, all right? I see John, thank you there. Fast entry, small profits, but a higher chance. Yes. 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 All right. So we want, yes, FOMO. Yes, we want a higher chance of what? Getting into some profits there. We want a higher chance of getting into some profits. Now, guys, what did I say to you about the gold price? We're well aware that this can happen. Well aware. And it's spot on moving like that. So we're watching this high here. Watching this high. We're still in the safe zone. So Euro USD, safe zone. AUD USD, safe zone. Oil, we are still in the safe zone. And then obviously, guys, we want to try and put some more assets here today. Let me go for that US 30 now. I'm now going to go for the US 30. All right. So I'm in two trades at this, three trades this moment. I'm in gold. I'm trading the safe zone of gold, and I'm waiting for the Euro USD and AUD USD to move out of the safe zone. Okay. Remember, this one did move out already. AUD USD already moved out of the safe zone. Euro USD did not move out of the safe zone. That's why my entry is lower. All right. The US 30. Let's do some work on the US 30. I'm going to craft my safe zone here now. And safe zones, you can craft them 15 minutes. All right. 12 minutes is also good. Now, if you remember yesterday, I chatted to you guys about what we're looking for when it comes to a safe zone. All right. We need a high, we need a low, and we connect the safe zone. That's the most recent highs and lows. Most recent highs and lows. That's my safe zone here on the US 30. All right. Then I need to draw the higher, or the jungle, so to speak. And you can see here from a US 30 perspective, as I go higher, 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 there is no, it's going into not even the jungle. At least the jungle you can survive. If you go into a desert, you know, there's nothing there. So this one is going out of the safe, out of the jungle, straight into, you know, a totally different world. So here we have to do some work in terms of seeing how price moved previously. All right. So we have to take the impulses here. We have to take the impulses. All right. So I'm going to use a daily to see what I can use here as an impulse. All right. 1, 2, these ones seem. So I'm going to use, let me quickly see here. I'm going to use this one here. And I just want to see. It's about half. It's about half of that. Roughly. You know, it's a median. It doesn't have to be precise. So I'll be using this one here. Okay. So I'm taking an average impulse, not the highest impulse, the strongest impulse. I'm taking the one that's a little bit less as a yardstick. Okay. Taking it as a yardstick. So let's go. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find. There we go. Go do some work here. All right, there we go. So it's at 53 now. We're not anticipating to go up to 57. We got to have a pit stop there. There has to be a pit stop between the two. So we're going to go further. And we're looking at about 55 for now. Let's go 55. So this is the areas that we're looking at. So we're going to be watching this very carefully. Guys, we're going to be watching this very carefully. Remember, what we want NAS to do is, if NAS goes up out of the safe zone, we want to trade it up. Don't forget that, right? See there? Look at that. We want to find NAS go out of the safety zone. We were trading the safety zone. So the US 30 and the NAS, I'll put them side by side. So this one, let's look at it. It's out of the safety zone now. Look at that. It's out of the safety zone. Well, peaking. Look at that. Do you see that? But you can't trust it yet, because the safety zone has all of this impulse here to the upside. And then what if it just comes down first there? See, that's the thing you need to watch. So let's go and see what's happening with the divergence here. This is why divergence is so important. This helps you make a more informed decision. All right. I think I got the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Wrong one. Is it just me, or there we go? So there's a lot of divergence here. There's lots. Look at the hourlies there, guys. Even if I go to the 30, we can't. Yeah, no, guys, let's not trust. Look at the divergence here. It's got two peaks, 1 and 2. You can see it far more clearly here. Look how price is going down there. But look at this. Where's Pete? Pete, where you at? All right. Let's risk lower time frame. Lower time frame, less space, more risk. Yes, John, that's I think that's the way to exactly. Higher time frame, more space, less risk. Lower time frame, less space, more risk. Yep. All right. So, excuse me, there is a lot of divergence here. You can see it. And this is why the NAS could be coming down here, because the flow might seem like it's up, but the flow is actually losing a lot of momentum. All right. So let's loop back quickly. Let's see what's happening here. Gold, we're still in. We're still in. We're in the safe zone. All right. And to John's point there, we are trading the lower time frame of 15-minute here. So there's less space. All right. And I love the way John had framed it there. All right. There's less space. So the risk is going to be a little bit high. All right. Euro USD, we have a little bit more space here now because we're trading the hour frame. So there's less risk for us. The AUD USD, same story. More space, less risk. Oil, right now, if you're trading the safe zone, less space, more risk. If it breaks out of the safety zone, then we have more space. So your risk becomes less as well. That's important. And then I'll chat about BTC when we come back at midday and at 3. But for this morning, for the London, I'm focusing heavily only on the gold, the major pairs, and as well as NAS and US30. For now, there is divergence to the downside on US30, which could spill into the NAS, which we saw. That's why it broke out that specific area. But remember, excuse me, we're looking at the safety zones for both. They're both in their safety zones. The only two that's broken out of safety zones is AUD USD. That's the only one that broke out. Broke out of the safety area. That's it. All right. So guys, I'm back again at midday. It's 12. We'll be checking up on these guys here. If you in that gold like me, I'm in that gold. I'm watching that previous high there very carefully. We'll see what it does at midday. That will be the end of the Tokyo session. We'll still be in the London session that time. So you really want to watch it now, all right? And that's the purpose of why we have the trading room set up like this, because now you get the 2-hour break. We have 1 2-hour break, and then another one, and then another 2-hour break. It's to walk with our student, with our people. Okay. But what a great start to the day. Apologies for the sound there. It's like Tandy said, man, the morning, the wires are still cold. Especially winter. All right. I'll see you guys soon. What a pleasure, guys, to have you. Really, really fantastic session with all you great people. We'll see you very soon. Midday, 12. Don't be late. I'll be here. You better be too. Ashley Rivia checking out. Ciao, ciao.